Well, thanks, David. And it's Richard here in my house in Reading. And we're joining up now with Paul, 800 miles away in Turin.
Hey.
Paul, buongiorno. Let's have a hug. How are you today?
I am doing well. A little bit cold. It's raining here. Would you believe it?
Oh, no. And I want to know what it's like in Turin. There's two things that are really important for me in Turin, apart from you, of course, Paul. And that's the iconic Fiat factory. And, of course, to know that is Lavazza still producing coffee, because otherwise we're going to have to do something about that.
They are. The coffee production is still continuing. You can be very reassured.
Okay. So seriously, tell me a bit more about Turin right now. What's it like? Are you out and about, or is it really quiet? How does it function at the moment?
Yeah, very quiet. The streets are empty a lot of the time. You need to have a print-outed page of a document justifying your going out if you want to go to a supermarket or go anywhere. So yeah, it's just quiet. A lot of people staying in. And yeah, trying to do what they can to control the spread here.
And you're a great runner, aren't you? So are you able to go out and run?
Afraid not. No, all exercise has to be done at home. The parks are closed. From next week, they're saying they're going to hopefully lift that so you can do exercise outside now. You just can't meet with people. So there's going to be a slight easing of measures. Turin is in the northwest of Italy, and it's a massive valley from the Alps to kind of the west, all the way out to Venice in the sea. And so it traps a lot of pollution and smog. And actually, people are wondering why, whether the deaths have been so high in northern Italy because of that. And so I think Piemonte and the region next to us, Lombardia, are kind of taking the measures quite seriously because of that.
Okay. And is there anything particular that you've been learning as an individual through this time of being cooped up in your flat?
I think I've had to be patient. There were lots and lots of plans going through my head of things I wanted to implement with the church. We were a day away from a massive step forward on doing something for the church, and that kind of just got put on ice. I think I realized I tend to take a lot on. I never want to sit down and just kind of take things easy. And so I think I had to repent of it personally, of how busy my lifestyle was, because for the first 2 weeks, it was just a really blessed holiday of kind of slowing down a bit.
And have you learned any new skills other than self-cutting your hair?
I've attempted to make bread, but there is no strong brown bread flour here that I could find. So I was trying to make it with ordinary bread flour. So I have failed to make bread of any decent quality. So yeah, that was an unsuccessful attempt at learning something new. Okay.
And tell me about the church. How has that continued to function in any way during this period?
Yes, we've kept going on Zoom. We adapted fairly quickly. The beauty of having students in the church is they're pretty good at sussing technology out, getting moving. That was all good. I think the challenge of an international church is people come and people go. So a number of people went home to their country, probably lost a third of people straight away. Community links are so important because you don't have relationships that go back 20 years. Many people are just there a few months, sometimes a year. So I think our community has been just really hit in terms of relationships there. But the online meetings have continued. We've had people joining in from their respective countries, from India to Africa, all over. So that's been good.
We spoke a while back and you were telling me that you were really beginning to get a sense of community in the church, a lot of meals together and things like that. I guess all that stopped.
Yeah, so that's a real challenge. There's no meals, there's no meetings. And okay, that's a challenge. It's just the challenging season we're in, really, and trying to think how do we then create that. So we've tried a few creative ideas, just having lunch together, putting out a meeting on our WhatsApp group who wants to eat lunch. Someone who's good with the cook has done some cookery lessons, invited people just to hang out. Someone else who's a personal trainer has done some of their workouts for free for people on Zoom. Just little things to try and create a bit of community.
Brilliant. Okay. And you just moved flat, haven't you?
Yeah, so yesterday I moved downstairs in the same building. Wasn't my choice. I just got, the landlord told me I had to vacate it and she could put me downstairs. I'm probably going to have to move again in the summer. I'd really quite like to just have a place I could stay in for a length of time. But hopefully, God willing, that will happen.
Well, that's one thing we can certainly pray for. Are there a couple of other things that particularly you'd like us to give thanks for or pray for, either in your personal life or in the life of the church and the city there?
Yeah, I think it'd be good to pray for wisdom to know how to adapt. Trying to think of how to see this as an opportunity rather than just a crisis and a negative issue. And so one of the things I've been thinking about is trying to get our technology team onto cutting up snippets of sermons and putting those online or in forms that we can share them on social media. Just a way of those could then point to unbelievers who are interested or others to our services. If you think about the type of people you might want in your church in a quarantine or a lockdown, so much has to be done online. You want technologically gifted people. With students, we have a number of people who are more capable. So just thinking how to take advantage of that and use this time rather than just putting up with it and bearing with it until it lifts, trying to think, okay, well, what opportunities are there here? And I think you can give thanks that nobody in our church has had coronavirus.
Great.
That's been really good. Turin is the second worst affected city in Italy, so we have been hit quite hard with it. One thing I've done is I've taken an extra 10 hours off a week just to deal with my own emotions, but also the panic, the worry, the issues happening with some of the people in the congregation. That's been good, just have a bit of emotional space to deal with that extra pressure, the negativity of always following statistics on the news. So yeah, pray for people to come out of this with strong faith. It can really slow people down and get them to focus on what was important. Last Sunday, I preached on Jesus saying, I'm the way, the truth, and the life, and how he really focuses us on what's important. And have we got that focus? Have we lost that focus? And so I think that would be a really great prayer to have, that as we come out, it will have strengthened some people's faith as well as brought new people.
Fantastic. Well, I hope you settle well into your flat, that the sun comes out, but not the pollen for you, and that life will get back to something that's a bit easier for everyone to cope with, and particularly that you and the church will flourish. So for now, I say arrivederci and see you again next time. Okay, bye for now.
Bye.